Hi, wow. Hi, babies. Hi, schmookums, my babes, my loves. Hi. This is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. It is also, oh yeah, use your own discernment and intuition. It is also timeless, so whenever you find it, it is the right time, babies. It is the right time. I will never reach out to you for personal readings, please. So whoever's in the comments being like, I have a dire message to you right now. Here's my Cash App. For one, my Cash App is in the description. Also, I would never reach out to you like that. So whoever these people are, I'm not doing personal readings, and I wouldn't do that anyway. So please report them. You know what it is. You already know. All right. I have no idea where this reading's going. Random download. Bro, I hate these, but you know, it is what it is. You're literally all I heard was your neighbor is possessed by a demon. All right. Well, we're going there. Your neighbor is possessed by a demon. Jesus. All right. So if there was some like sort of DV, domestic violence thing or whatever, or they fight a lot, something like that, it's because your neighbor's possessed by a demon. I don't know. The fuck. I don't know if that has anything to do with this, but we're just going into it. All right. So I'm getting like, okay, so if it's like a couple or like a family, one of them's possessed and then one of the other one is like giving the energy to that person, but like I'm not getting that they're innocent either. So the one that's getting their energy drained by the person possessed, but what I hate these messages so much. Whatever. Like the person isn't like, they're not innocent. All right. All I'm gonna say is this person dabbles and dibbles also with some either magic or energy work. They're or they're just kind of like, and when I say that, that could also just mean they're a hater. They might just be a hater and being like sending like judgmental energy or whatever. I'm also getting that this person is very like a channel, like an open channel. Like, so they are intuitive. They can feel things and sense things, but they use it for like not good purposes. So, or they're just not aware and how, like, who they are exactly. Excuse me. Who they are exactly. So this person like absorbs energy, and then the person that they're with or family member, whatever, that's possessed, like takes their energy and like uses it. So it's like they're a so this person might have like be looking younger for their age or whatever. It's like this entity is gracing them and like giving them this like good looks or whatever, good health, whatever it is for who they are. Like say they probably live poorly, like eating wise or smoking or whatever, like they live a rough life, like they may drink a lot but they look good and young. It's because like they're an open channel and absorb all this energy, and then they take it back to this demon or entity or whatever it is, and so they get granted that like good looks or whatever as a way to like keep, and they feel good when they go back to this person and give it the energy, like as a mask to keep doing it, like as a it's like when you eat sugar, like you feel fucking awesome and then you're like, damn, I want more. Like it's like your body like craves it. It's like that. Like they get this like good jolt of energy, vitality from this demon, this entity, whatever it is that is within this other person. So they keep doing it. So if this person has come up to you and like been like, they might just be super cool, like to bullshit, like you're like, okay, whatever. And I'm talking about the partner, that's the open channel. They come to talk to you or whatever. they've taken a little slice of your energy and brought it back to this demon. And you might already not like the person that's like possessed. You're just like, something about them I don't like. Ugh. And you see what it is. Like either you smell it on them, whatever. I'm also getting like if you are like in an apartment building where you share the hallway, like the hallway is like inside, and so you walk by their house, like you smell a weird smell from their house. It's because of that possession that's happening. Bro, these fucking messages. So like it's just I was surprised by this. Okay. But anywho, their partner that's like the open channel and takes the energy back to this demon. They might be like super cool to bullshit with, and they're like they've done like something for you, like say they brought like a cake, or they're like, hey, you're welcome to our party, or we have a, you know, say they had like a, I don't know, this big event, like a wedding or something, and they're like, hey, you're welcome to the, it's gonna be down the street at this venue, you're welcome to stop by. You know, they've been did cool shit like that, like come by, get a plate, like they do cool stuff like that. So it's like been disarming, but you've always had this like weird feeling about their partner, family member, or whatever, and you're just like, I don't like you. Ugh. And like you've never really got a good read on this person that's like approached you and talked to you, and they might say like super nice things and do super nice things for you, but they're not aware of like what they're doing. And you know, the demon is sweetening the deal essentially by making them like look young and shit like that, feel vital for their age, whatever it is. Or maybe they have this like dope ass thing where they can drink anything and everything all night and then just be fine in the morning. Like weird stuff like that. Like the deal is sweetened with them. So this person has put you at ease, or like you're like, no, they're cool, like I'm not like gonna be like besties with you or whatever, but I appreciate it, like that type of thing. This person has like been able to take some of your energy back to this, and I don't know why you need to know this, but it might be confirmation. I guess I'll fucking pull a card. I don't know why this had to pop out, but all right, let's go. All right. Maybe it's all the green I'm wearing. I'm doing like more like grounded, like everyday stuff, everyday readings. I don't know. Too many. But I did see the Four of Swords and the Six of Cups there. So we'll see if they pop back out. I just got like super hot all of a sudden. So weird. This person, like, let's say you moved out of this apartment, or they moved out of the apartment next to you, or like the house next to you, and you had all these issues. Like, let's say like your heater wasn't working right, your AC wasn't working right, like something wasn't working right. It's because like this person, this entity was just like fucking everything up. And like honestly, all I'm getting is like this couple is such an open, unprotected family couple, whatever it is, that it's like the demon that possess. Literally, all I'm seeing is this image of this demon's like, hey, yeah, y'all come on down, like inviting his little demon friends. So like everything was like just that whole energy, like the house, the space that they were inhabiting, it was becoming like it was radiating that negative energy, that, or like the sucking of energy was just spreading wider and wider because they were inviting more and more within them, within that area, within their vessels, or however you want to see that. And so like maybe your like appliances started jacking up. I'm also getting like you may have like your bills were weird, like you're like, why is my water bill so high, or you know, whatever it is. just weird stuff like that. It's because whatever was like, they were just siphoning energy, like however it was. And I'm also getting they allow not only just these darker entities, but it's like a whole slew of just like unprocessed souls is what I'm getting. Like people that haven't found their way, like they're clinging to, like the people that don't realize they're dead or whatever, like that type of shit, they're just clinging to this because the space is so inviting to just codependent souls and energies. However they've done it, it's all because this like main demon. This is fucking wild to me, just so you know. I'm just like, this is baffling that this is coming up, but okay. It's because this like main demon, or like maybe it's like a higher level, like I don't even know how this shit works, quite honestly. It's just coming up. This like entity has been sweetening the deal for these people, and like their money's right, all of this stuff is happening because they're doing the demon's bidding. And these people I'm getting, they are Christian or claim to be, so it's like extra like surprising. Like they might have, you know, a cross on their door or outside, and you know, I'm seeing like one of those, like it either like they have like I'm getting either someone has like this little lawn art thing where it's like the Mother of Guadalupe, or like, you know, like, or Jesus or whatever. But I'm also getting it's like another sign that's like on their front door is like, as for me and my house we shall serve the Lord, like that type of stuff. Like they're open about it. They're like, you know, John 3:16 on their vehicles, you know, they got the cross hanging from their, you know, they're overtly like out there. You know, you see them going to church every Sunday, whatever it is, like you're seeing this happen. The tower in reverse. I'm gonna light some sage. I'm being called to do so. What the fuck? Bro, I like did not see any. Speaking of pickle, my little pickles, love you babes. I did not see this going this way. Like honestly, what the fuck? Yeah, so you like see them doing all this shit. Like I don't know, like I said, these people are just so open. Like they might drink a lot, party a lot, like they have a lot of cookouts, that type of thing. They have a lot of people over. So they're super welcoming. Well, like that demon has made them like that. Like they have like great parties, people have a super good time. I'm also getting like, let's say this is just for like understanding sake, like they're in a cul-de-sac or like in your apartment building, and there's several buildings. They've gone over and like created like the house, like, hey, you can come over, or they've made it a very good network of community, and each house they've gone to and just like intertwined themselves. And that main partner that's like really like you had a hard time reading because you're like, wow, dude, you know, you're actually pretty fucking cool, like what the fuck. That person has like been able to, and I'm seriously getting, none of them know, these people do not know this is happening. So maybe you need to bring a priest to exercise some shit, I don't fucking know. But yeah, this person, they do not know this is happening to them. But like say they've gone over, you've like been watching because you're like, this is so interesting. Like I really, you know, you understand the one partner that's like super nice and cool and like very open, but the other one that just gives off weird ass vibes, like you're just like, what the fuck, like I don't get this. And you've witnessed them like going to other people's houses. These people that are unknowing, because like I'm getting like you're probably one of few people that really are like, you have your guards up when it comes to this shit, because you've seen some shit, man. You've seen some shit. You've seen some shit spiritually, right? So you know, you're like, man, I am not letting just any motherfucker in my house. Like you're like, no, I'm good. Like even that Even that little demon poodle, like, I am not, for sure not letting that shit in my house. Fuck that. You're like that. You're not letting just anything and anything in your energy into your house. You're willing to have conversations because you know how to protect your energy, all that shit. These people don't. Like, they're like, oh fuck yeah, like I want to be friends with my neighbors. Hell yeah. So this weird ass demonic couple comes over. They have a good time and they sweeten the deal. You know, the demon does its a little illusion magic, all this shit. The food is like excellent that they bring over, like fucking fire. Like they're like, god damn, this is the best. Y'all know how to cook, like, you know, all this shit. Meanwhile, old Dibble and Dabble's been doing some weird ass shit because I'm getting it's like when it's so weird because I really don't want to associate this together, but it's like when you know your grandma makes fire ass food because there's like love in it and she put this intention into it, like I want my family to be close and you know all of this, like I want my family to heal and be close. It's like that, like this person put that energy into the food, but it was magic. Like it was this way to like pull them together. And so like they're like, oh fuck yeah, so they're like, because they ate that food and they didn't protect themselves, because like who the fuck would, you know, you wouldn't think first, normies wouldn't, okay. Normies wouldn't. So these people ate their food, were open, like allow these people into their house, this demonic couple, whatever the fuck. I'm just calling it that, like whatever it is, but it's more of like the open channel, the vessel, and the host. So they let them in. Now these people like have this attachment to them as well because they weren't protecting themselves, and they don't even know. Like, so, and you'll know exactly which ones like are, because you know that they're not related, but they like, you see that the couples like making that connection, and you're like, good, like it's good to have community. Like in your head you're like, well, it's good to have community, good for them, like good for them. I can see it, like it makes sense, yeah. But little did they know, it's a whole ass attachment, and they're gaining. So let's say these people are able to make purchases for better vehicles all of a sudden, and then you notice that other family starts having like vehicle problems, and this other the demonic family starts like having like they're getting new shit, and they're able to move into a bigger house like 2 houses away, you know, shit like that. You're like, and the family that they hang out with all the time is starting to have issues, and they're like, I'm getting like, if it was a couple, the wife moved out for a little bit, or like went back to stay with her parents or something. There was some whole ass like energy work there. And they're just siphoning that, and they don't even know, they're just moving so unconsciously. These people are so unconscious, I don't know, just asleep, the best way to describe it, that they don't even know any of the shit's happening. They just know that they feel good when they do certain things because that's how this entity has made it for them, so that it keeps getting fed. And so, you know, these other couples and other families are experiencing whatever the fuck, but they still keep hanging out with them because like maybe it's like this codependency has been created. Like I said, their vessel, their home, their place that they reside has been just cultivated and curated in a way that it is perfect for any codependency entities, spirits, people. Like it's, and it's, I don't mean it in like, there's a healthy codependency, like depending on your parents, you know, that type of thing. It's like that toxic, intertwined, like, you need me. And it's like they, you know, pulling somebody in, like, you've just seen these toxic relationships, or you've been in one where you become so intertwined, and like you do all this masking, and you know, or this person, whichever, like it's usually on both ends, that you hold up this like mask and you do all these nice things and you get them nice and comfy, and then you start acting like a fucking crazy person and being abusive and stuff like that because you know they're codependent, they can't leave, that type of shit. Like they've created this shit. They've created this shit, this environment for that. So people that have those weaknesses and just aren't aware of like energy, they don't sense that stuff. They might, they have their own wounding or whatever, so they want to be liked, they, all this stuff. That puts them at risk for being attached with these people. I don't know why. Apparently you need to read, I don't know. But, let's pull a card on it. With the Tower card being in reverse, like, you avoided this. 100%, 1000%. You avoided this. Like, no doubt, on God, no cap. 21. Like, you, there's no question. You're like, yeah, I saw that, smelled that shit. Like, I'm getting, these people smell weird, or their house, like, has this odd scent. And you're like, I don't know, it's just something's off. I'm thinking of, like, their house, like, say their house is immaculate. Their shit's, they're clean, but you smell, like, mouse piss on them. Like, mice on them. And you're like, this doesn't make sense, man. Like, you smell that. Or I'm also getting that smell of, like, there's this, like, herbicide, insecticide. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I've smelled it before. Just on country people when they've been spraying and doing stuff, and you're like, God damn, that shit does not come off of you. It's like, I'm getting that. It's like that really putrid, pungent, penetrating smell, like, that doesn't rub off, and that would be fucking mice smell. And that weird ass, like, herbicide, insecticide smell. I can't quite I don't know what it's called, but I've smelled it several times on different people after they've been doing stuff like that, spraying. It's not a fertilizer, it's like an insecticide or something. So they have that smell, and you see that they're clean, that that they shower, all of this stuff. They might even wear, like, really expensive perfumes, colognes, whatever. Or they burn incense or all this shit. Like, you see it and you're like, okay, this just, something is off. You see them cleaning a lot. They're very, like, I'm getting, like, they clean shit that, like, doesn't need to be cleaned weekly kind of stuff, like scrubbing their driveway or whatever. And you're like, wow, good for you. Like, not me, I don't have time for that shit, but good for you. Like, that type of stuff. Like, they might, like, polish their front door of their house or whatever. You see, you're like, okay, but you smell that. That smell was the attachment. It has nothing to do with what's in their house. It's energetically, it's in their house, but it's not a physical thing. And you dodge this bullet like nobody's business. However, I guess this might just be a warning of interacting with the people that have the attachment now, that like that type of thing. I got this all greasy, and then I got soot all over it, so I don't want to ruin my cards. I'm gonna wipe this off. Yeah, so I'm getting, like, that type of thing. Like, it just doesn't, you fucking avoided this shit. Okay, so that's what it is. With these people, like, say you get along with the people that fell prey to their attachments or whatever, this demonic couple. You know that they're good people, or whatever, or you thought they were badass or whatever, and you could see yourself in community with them. With that Seven of Wands in reverse being at the bottom of the deck, there has to be this boundary set up for them. Also, like, this happened in the last message of prayer being very important, like praying to lift spells off, and like like using all your might to do that. Bitch, you cannot make this up. What did I say? Earlier, for one, the Four of Swords wanted to pop out, and I just said prayer, and Four of Swords is the fucking prayer card. So prayer is very important to this. I'm getting, like, you're not even... If you feel inclined to do so, I'm getting, like, say you're, like, cool with, like, I don't know, say you have this dope-ass, like, mediumship person, like, in your group, or you know them, or you've went to see them, that's a psychic medium or whatever, and they do, like, exorcisms on houses, or, they negotiate with entities and stuff like that to get them out. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this person, like, maybe you feel called to, like, have this person, like, come talk to them, or just be around the area. just, you know, for your sake, and you're like, bro, something is here still, like I want this out. Maybe that's what you need to do if you feel called to do so. But the biggest thing here, prayer and keeping your boundaries high for these people that are, I'm not saying like be fearful or like don't touch me. Like you can, your boundaries and your energetic field that you put up, like this person could touch you and it wouldn't get into you. They may even feel such a I'm getting, it's like your boundary is so good, and it's like your armor is so good, as long as you're keeping up on it and not getting lazy. Obviously we all kind of get that sometimes. um Bitch, and we have the Eight of Pentacles, fuck yeah, that you do the work. But what I'm getting is like this person might touch you and be super touchy with everybody else, but they touch you once and then they feel this like, oh shit, and you don't even like, you're just like dead face, like, or you know, polite looking at them like, I'm still listening, what's up, why'd you stop? Why'd you stop talking, are you okay? Like it's because your boundary is like so intense that this entity or like, and whatever's within them, because they're trying to put a hook in you. But your like armor is so strong that it like shocks them back, and like whatever the fuck they were trying to, it's like what I'm getting is like, I'm seeing the image of somebody trying to hook a worm to go fishing, but they hook their finger instead. Like that's what it is. Like they don't put the hook through you, which is, you know, this little innocent worm, whatever. They hook themselves and they like put that little spear inside them. Like that's how strong your armor is. It's like it's so impenetrable that like the spear that they try to put into you like comes back and like hooks them, and they're like, oh, like they do something and they quit talking, and you're like, what's wrong? What happened? Yeah, you do the work. Like, and maybe this is part of your calling right now, is if you feel called and you're like witnessing this happen, is like this is your work to undo this and, you know, help with this, whether it's like, you know, the person that you need to call, like I said, the psychic medium or whoever, this priest, to come exorcise some demons and bless this place. Six of Cups in reverse. Because maybe nothing has ever come, like this energy has been so good at masking and moving in the right way. Like say this person, like I said, their food could have just been fucking tits, like god damn, god bless it, like just shockingly amazing, and everybody just gets disarmed by that or whatever because of this love spell that's in there, whatever the fuck attachment shit that they're putting into there. You didn't fall prey to it because I've seen some shit. Like I'm getting a lot of you have, like, whether you were aware of it growing up or not, like you were attacked by entities or something like that, so that made you like unconsciously create these barriers, or like you were taught through dreams, or like maybe people growing up helped you out with that, whatever, or you finally figured it out, like you know what it is, you've been attacked, whatever it is, and you knew what it was. That was a fucking attack. It's not physically, that was a spiritual ass attack. And so you know how to put these boundaries up, so like you can see through it all. And maybe that's just your gift, your natural gift that you've had since birth, and so you can see right through the bullshit. And with this, like that's helped you see like exactly what it is, so they never got into you, whatever you ingested from them or whatever. It's like your stomach acid is so anointed that it just incinerated whatever attempts of things it was. Or maybe like your body is so in tune with you and your spirit, or your spirit guides did this for you, whichever, that you threw their food up. You threw it up, like you vomited, or you had like really horrible shits all of a sudden, you're like, yeah, something's up with that, like or you have these physical reactions around them that like can't be, everyone's like having a good time and you're just like, I do not feel good, like this is weird. And as soon as you get away from their fortress, their whatever weird vortex they have of energy in their house, like you feel better. So you figured it out over time by collecting data and moving through and in and out and all that stuff. You've gotten all these warnings and shit, like unknowingly, like you just been doing your thing. You just been moving, like, like everything and anything has some energy shit going on. You're not paranoid. You don't stop. It's not like you don't talk to these people or anything. Like, you're like, fuck it. Like, you know how to protect yourself. That's all it is. And you're like, all right, we can talk. No, you can try and put your hooks in me, but it's not going to happen. In fact, you're going to recoil as soon as you try. So it's like you're already in that. And I think this is what it is like with that Eight of Pentacles and that Six of Cups, is you are meant to undo whatever damage has been done by this. Actually, holy shit. So I literally just watched that show, The Bondsman. It sounded interesting and I was like, huh, that's interesting. I don't watch very much TV, but I was just like so mentally, emotionally, physically drained that I was like, sometimes I just need some bullshit. Like, I just need a story. Tell me a story. So I sat my ass down and watched that instead. Like, usually I go read a book or something, but I was like, I want to be a lazy motherfucker right now. So I need to veg out. So I went and watched this movie or this show or whatever it is. It's really good. It like kind of overstimulates my nervous system. That's why I don't like watch TV a lot, just because I get like, for one, I get sucked in and like entranced by the screen, and two, like a lot of like the music and stuff like that can just be overstimulating for me, just because that's their intent, to like get you like juiced up with them, right? And sometimes I'm like, dude, I'm already stressed out when I live in my normal life. Like, so anyway, but as I digress, you learned a little bit about me there. In the show, the dude like turns into like a demon hunter or some shit. Like, maybe like this is your job right now. Like, this is unknowingly, this is your job. Like, you just chose to live here. You had no intent. It just happened. It fell into place. And okay, so what I'm seeing is like, this is where I'm so sorry, guys. Like, this is probably not what you want to hear. You're like, God damn, can I get a fucking break? Like, where you chose to live. Like, let's say like you're looking to buy a house and every other house like fell through, sold, except for this one. And this one just went so quick. You're like, oh my God, it's meant to be. Ah. It was, but it's because you had to do a job. Like, you're in the centralized, like, demonic possession. This could also be work related. Like, say, like, all of these job offers just fell off all of a sudden. You're like, that's fucking weird. A good example is, like, I was going to go be a medical sales rep. And, like, I went through all of the processing. And they're like, fuck yeah, like, we're really interested. And then, like, they called me and they're like, we are so sorry, like, we have this like crazy like, they, in a roundabout way, they told me like they're trying to cut like budgets and shit, and that they were taking they didn't hire anybody, they chose not to hire anyone for that position, and that they were just going to run a skeleton staff essentially. So I wasn't going to get the job, and I was like, oh fuck, okay, like, it is what it is, right? And so the position dissolved, and then I was also thinking about this other path, and this job like just happened so easily, so quickly. Like, the interview was fun, and they're like, you're hired, like, when do you want to start, like, that type of thing. I was like, oh my God, it's meant to be. Yeah, it was for work. Like, I'm just kidding. It's like, it's the centralized demonic possession, energy vampire, like, central, like, I'm so sorry. I know that's not news you want to hear, but you've had this inkling. You're like, bro, why the fuck am I surrounded by nothing but energy vampires and people that clearly have an entity attachment? The reason it fell into place like that is because you needed to be in, like, I'm just seeing, like, Blade and, like, those movies where it's, like, or was it Underworld, where the doctor, he's, like, a resident or whatever, and he's just like, where he's living is just surrounded by fucking vampires and lichens and shit. Like, and he just, bro, he's like, I'm just trying to go to school and be a doctor. I'm just doing my clinicals. Like, and it turned, because it was meant to be. He was meant to be in that. And that's essentially what's happening for you. I'm so sorry. It's funny and shitty at the same time. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, fuck! God damn! Can a bitch get a break? Like, I'm so sorry. My hands are sweating from this though. It's crazy. Like, yeah, I'm getting, it's just like, you're like, man, what the fuck? Like, it's, oh my God, it's all falling into place. Everything's so easy and effortless. Thanks, God. Blessed. It is. It was your job. It fell into place. You were chosen for this. Little did you know. You're the guy for the job. And anyway, as I'm going back to that bondsman, like, the dude is like not wanting the job. He's like, I don't fucking want this job. They're like, well, too bad, because you got the job. So what are you gonna do about it? Like, that's essentially what happened, is like, no, you're gonna do the job, or you're just gonna fall prey to these vampires. It's on you, homie. We know you're not weak. So it's like, God. It's like this, I mean, it sounds shitty, but like, it's almost like somebody seeing a really good quality in you that you don't see within yourself. And so they're like, man, you should be in a manager position. You're like, fuck no, I don't want that responsibility. They're like, no, you really should do it. And then they like slowly just start forcing you into this and like showing you that you have this. It's like, that's essentially what God did. That's essentially what Most High did, is like, you didn't think you, like, you already have the qualities. You have that resiliency. You have this ability to see through the bullshit, undo this bullshit. But you didn't want this. Like, you're like, fuck no, dude, I want a life of ease. I want to feel comfortable in my home and all of this stuff. And like, wherever you are in this job or whatever it is, but yet, ooh, wow. With that yawn, it feels like a lot of energy leaving, like a lot of, maybe you had a lot of anxiety and you didn't know why. It's because you were always feeling this weird shit. And like, you were feeling this fear that was attempting to be, injected into you, or all of this stuff. But it's like, by that yawn, that's like you expelling all of that, like getting rid of it all. And it's like, as soon as you've been doing the work, but you didn't realize it, because like Most High like kind of tricked you. They're like, you're not gonna do it otherwise, so I'm just gonna place you in a place that you have to sink or swim. I know your ass is gonna swim, but you don't know it yet. What the fuck? All right, so now that we know this, now that the story has blossomed, unfurled the way it needed to, what do we do with this? What do we I don't know why I want to pick this, because I don't feel like there's going to be anything in here, but for some fucking reason it's one. I'm going to look up these lyrics real quick, because that came to me. Don't know why. I've been on a little bit of a Godsmack kick. I don't know if it's because it's Mercury retrograde or what. Awake by Godsmack. Wait another minute. Can't you see? What's this pain has fucking done to me? What this pain has done to me. I'm alive and still kicking. What you see, I can't see. And maybe you'll think before you speak. I'm alive for you. I'm awake because of you. I'm alive. Told you I'm awake. Swallowing you. Let's go. Take another second, turn your back on me, and make believe that you're always happy. It's safe to say you're never alive. A big part of you has died. And by the way, I hope you're satisfied. I'm alive for you. I'm awake because of you. Tearing it back, unveiling me. taking a step back so I can breathe. Hear the silence about to break. Fear resistance when I'm awake. Tearing it back, unveiling me. I'm alive for you. I'm awake for you because of you. I want to pull one more card on that. What do you mean by that? For this? Ace of Wands. Like this. Oh, okay. All right. So in that, it's like, you have to do this. This is your job. This is your destiny. This is part of you. And with the Magician at the bottom of the deck, this is part of you. And it's like you're annoyed. You're like, fuck, this is so much. But it's like, okay, so I'll be transparent. I have like moments when it comes to work because like I like the work that's given to me, but let's say like some management person or whatever gives me a job and they're like, they've been sitting on it for 4 fucking days, and then they're like, it needs to be done tomorrow. And I'm like, this motherfucker, like that makes me want to dig my motherfucking heels in so bad. I'm like, bitch, you've been sitting on this and now you're gonna come at me with your urgency because you're planning. Like I just get so like motherfucker, I see right through you, and I don't know why you're trying to put some weird ass fear on me whenever it's you. Like I just dig my heels in, but it's shitty because I love the work that it is. And so I'm like, God damn it. It's like that. It's like, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it because I like this work. And maybe there's that Magician, like this is a chance to show. Maybe it's the best way is to show off your skill. Like show off like, yeah, I'm good at this and I like it because I'm good at it. Like that type of thing. The best way to deal with this is like shifting that perspective and getting, well, like that Ace of Wands, getting creative with this new beginning and knowing that this is your job. Despite you're like, man, I just want some fucking peace real quick. Like there's a way to enjoy this and not let the outside chatter and other bullshit affect you. Like being surrounded by nothing but demonic possessed people and energy vampires and all this crazy other shit is, there's never a dull moment. There's never a quiet moment. It's always some bullshit. You're always like, oh my God, this fucking person. They're always trying to trigger you. They're always trying to pick at you and find your weaknesses. And you're like, man, you're like, man, get a life. Fuck. You're like, aren't you gonna give up at some point? Because you can't get past my shields. Like, it's like that. Like, you already see it. You're annoyed by it. You're like, oh my God, dude. Like, I need to get away from this. But it's like your job. And quite honestly, you'll know when it's your time to like step away. But also, because whatever job work you've done is done, like you've gotten like the go ahead, and like something else will fall into place just as your situation did for you right now. Oh my God, it's so blessed. Little did he know, that type of thing. But I'm getting, it's like you got benefits from this. So it's like there needs to be a little bit of a shifting of perspective with that. Like, okay, how can I get creative and enjoy this even though it's fucking annoying? Like me with, I love the weird ass little jobs that I get, but they come at me and they're like, it needs to be done right now. Bitch, you've been sitting on it for how fucking long? And you just now told me when it's due tomorrow? All right. Oh, so I can make you look good to the customer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and tell me why that makes me want to move fast. Please explain to me. I don't care for your approval because you're a piece of shit anyways. Like I already see them. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking weirdo. Like all you do is want this weird ass approval from your customer. Not because you're doing a good job. You want to step on everybody else below you to get this praise and the money. Tell me why. Like I just dig my heels, I'm not even gonna lie. And it's fucked up because I love the work that I do. I'm just like, it's this weird, like the double-edged sword. And that's what it is like finding a way to be enjoy what you're doing despite like because it no matter where you go, this is gonna happen because this is like your purpose essentially. this is what you're good at. This is what your calling is. But it's like so fucking annoying, man. Like you're like, oh, these people are freaks. Praying for you. And that's what you gotta do. That's what you're supposed to do. You see through it, you know exactly what it is. I think I saw the world card. Yeah, I did. The World, Queen of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Cups. Yeah, like, bitch, you know when to cut off with the Seven of Cups. You know when to, like, cut off and just be like, sever that fucking tie and be like, all right, and on to the next Three of Wands. All right, so you might, okay, with this, I'm getting, you're feeling that time is coming to a close for this job. You've done enough. You're like, man, all right, I need to be relocated to another region. Whatever that looks like. Or I need a new challenge or something to, like, you're like, this is becoming monotonous and I'm getting tired of this. The end is coming near to where you're gonna do like the final cord cutting or whatever that to put this, to lay this to rest, because we have the World, the Queen of Swords with the Seven of Cups, is you're finally gonna have, it's like tearing something to finish the job. You're gonna tear everything apart open, like with brutality, and like expose all of the bullshit with that Seven of Cups in reverse, all the illusions. Like you're gonna just cut it, and that's what the final blammy is, and then you'll get that next thing that falls into your lap, and that's coming with that Three of Wands. You just gotta wait. And that might be where you feel this agitation and like restlessness, because you know it's like coming to a head, and I'm getting you shit. You have to be in that agitated, just irritated, like I'm fucking sick of this. Enough. Like you have to get to that point to where you blow up essentially to like expose it all. Like you have to have that energy pent up and built up in you to finally just be like, you know what, fuck it, give me that sword. Ah! No one can fucking do it, then I'm gonna. Like that, you have to get to that point to use that energy. It's so fucking annoying because you're like, man, can I just like, why? You have to be in that energy to expose it. And with that Awake song, it's like, no, bitch, you thought you were fucking with me? You thought you were putting this wool over my eyes? Oh, I've just been staying quiet to let you save face until I blow this up. Like that type of thing. My job isn't done until I've exposed it all. Oh, I got grease all over this shit. So frustrating because it's like you're done. You're like, bro, I've put enough energy into this, like whatever it is. You see it. So like with that confirmation and understanding, maybe this is like you moving into, this is like the timeline of that, like you watching them and then you seeing it and getting that confirmation that that's exactly what it is, and then you understanding your job and your purpose and all of that. Then you're like, okay, well, I've been doing this job for a minute and I would like a new assignment, please. But now with that understanding of what you are in all of this, that's when it needs to get you into that restless energy to finally close the cycle. It's like, I'm seeing it as like containing the spell, containing the demon, whatever it is with that World card, like putting a containment on that. I'm also seeing that as like you have your own like fortress, like your own, I don't know, your energy, your protective shield, your armor with that circle around her and the stars being in it. You spreading that to such a large amount that that energy gets like trapped up in it and like gets sent back to where, from which it came. Like that type of thing. Like it finally, like you're part of the job of where this gets like taken out, exercised, contained, however that looks, whatever it needs to be. And that also, like, in that, with you energetically doing that, you may have to physically tear things open, expose things with that Queen of Swords and the Seven of Cups, both in reverse, in a brutal ass way. And that's why you get this like agitation, restlessness, and like essentially you have an attitude. And it's coming. And as soon as you do that, and you're like, you have to be at that, to use that energy properly, it has to feel that way. And then so you can like, it's like all of this within you and this irritation, you're like, it wants to come out, let it out. Once you get to that point, and then you still have to have control over yourself. Like, this is how you get better at your career, that your purpose that you didn't know you signed up for. And doing so, that's like by having that control and using it precisely with that sword, with the Queen of Swords, using it precisely, deadly and precise, surgical, if you will, by using it in a way that you just put that, hone it, channel it into this perfect blow, like to blow it up. You know, it's like, it's like when the abductor is holding the hostage and they're like, if you shoot, I'll shoot, type of thing. And then it's like you taking the shot at the abductor so that hostage doesn't get hurt. That's essentially what's happening. And all your training has led up to this point. Then you're gonna have to be in this agitated, irritated energy, like, I'm fucking sick of this. You gotta let the demon out a little bit. Let that energy out, the monster. Yeah. And it's like you have to get to that agitated, irritated, pissed off point in order to match the energy of this demon or whatever negative energy this is that you have to like expose. And because I'm getting like what this energy, this entity, spirit, whatever the fuck it is, and all of these do in that way, if they can stay hidden and keep people under their spell, under their illusion, and no one knows what it is, then it keeps surviving, right? I feel the need to sage up a little bit because I think I'm pissing it off. Good, bitch, I'm exposing your ass. So that's very good confirmation that, because I'm feeling like goosebumps and shit. That's good confirmation that for me, and you know, in this message is, as soon as you expose it, that's when it can't survive anymore, because it survives in the shadows, it survives hidden. And by this trickery, making people feel good and get their little, as long as they keep playing into this, then they're an obedient host, they're an obedient pet, and they get to stay and they get to have this great stuff for them. And that's like what this energy does. So it stays in the shadows, it survives. Once it's exposed, and whatever, and that may not even be you like, it's a demon. It's exposing all of the illusions it's woven together to survive. And honestly, like, yeah. I'm getting like these people that are attached to it are going to retreat and like, say they like survive on like being big and intimidating and stuff like that, or however it is, or however they're surviving and moving through this time, they're gonna retreat and you may never see them again. Whatever that means is like, they won't show their face again, and that energy won't show its face again. It's interesting. Yeah. All right, fuck it. All right, I'll pull one more card here. Thank you, Holy Spirit. just like, man, oh my God, it's so meant to be. It's destined. It is for what you did not know. We have the Knight of Cups. It fell sideways. And the Two of Wands, which also fell sideways. They both fell sideways. I'm getting, it's like, oh my God, it's so good. But at the same time, it's like, it's like a blessing and a curse at the same time. Like, because it's like, but that's what part of raising in vibration and raising to higher levels is. Not only do you have this great, awesome shit happening, but you also have heavier responsibilities. And that's what's happening here. And it's just a matter of like, with that Three of Wands and the Star card at the bottom of the deck and the Nine of Swords, is don't fret knowing this, that, you have these responsibilities coming, and this is always like going to be you. Like, this is how you get better. Like, for me, I'm seeing it as practice makes ease and perfect, right? So the more you practice, the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and it's second nature. Like, if you getting good posture, good form on like a lift or something, like bench or whatever, you just got to keep practicing, and then it becomes second nature because it's a habit now. And that's what it is this job, this dealing with these energy vampires, demons, whatever the fuck, exposing this shit is just going to become second nature. And it's and instead of like how they say, like, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life, it's going to turn into it's not going to feel like work anymore. It's just going to be like effortlessness. Like, this is second nature. It's like breathing to me. Yeah, fucking A. Storm warning. And that fell on that World card. So this is, it's coming to a peak. And that might be what this restlessness is you're feeling. And okay, so you might have noticed this pattern within yourself. You're like, okay, when I get to this point in energy, I know I need to move. I know something, like I need to shift something in my life. Well, little did you know, this is that storm warning of like giving you the heads up of like, you're going to do your job again and finally tie the little bow on this and move on. Then you're moving to the next thing with that Three of Wands. So this is that, like, it's like this fucking tornado is gonna blow shit up, but you get a new home. Like, it's gonna tear your home down, but you get a new home type of thing. And it's even better. Like, you're leveling up each time that you do your job and you do it well. You get rewards. And that's what you're feeling with that restlessness, is like, yeah, you've noticed this pattern within yourself for sure. You're like, this happens every time. I'm ready to move on. All right, you're like looking for the next thing, and it's because they're about to catch these hands, huh? We have strategy. Yes. This comes with that, using this energy as a perfect shot, taking the shot, not hurting the host, the hostage, right? Hurting the perpetrator, not hurting the hostage. And we have door to value. So we have 10, 21, 31. Is that right? Yeah, 31. And I also get, when I see 31, I see that as like, you're a leader, you're meant to be a leader, that type of thing. And this is you moving up, and you're gonna get, as shitty as it is, you're like, man, so, bitch, you cannot make this up. It's 11:31 on my clock. I wish I could switch to the camera so you could see it real quick, but I don't know how to do that. And this is more important. Just trust me. So we have, bitch, you cannot fucking make that up. This fell out right as 11:31 hit the clock, and it's door to value 31. So that's confirmation you're getting good things from this. Door to value. All of a sudden, I feel like my shoulders are like not level. Like, I feel like I'm holding one up or something like that. So there's a lot of tension and there's a lot of imbalance going on, but it's like, it's almost as if this is part of that with the journal log and the strategy. This is part of that. Like, it has to happen this way. You have to just be at your fucking like, you've had such a leash on yourself and you're seeing all this bullshit, and then you finally have to just like unleash the beast, right? Because it has to be this way. And when you finally just, this storm is coming, it's building, you feel that building up within you, the energy is building up, and you're ready to blow. You're ready to just discharge this. And so storm warnings, strategy, door to value, it's all coming in this perfect way. You're going to be given the key. I'm also getting like you blowing up, you exposing this. This is, oh, okay, perfect. So the storm warning, no key on there. Journey log or whatever the fuck, there's a key right here at the top, and then the key is in the door, at the door to value. So this, you're in this like strategy moment. You feel the storm warning, it's coming. You're in the strategy moment before you get to the door of value. We also have woman holding a coin at the bottom of the deck. This is leading to like, okay, I keep meaning to say this, but I'm getting all excited. 11:33 on the clock. Maybe you felt like really stuck, like this is at a job, or like your rent is like ridiculously expensive, or loan on your house, whatever, the mortgage, that's the word I wanted to use. It's ridiculously expensive. And you're like, man, I'm feeling stuck. Like, Holy Spirit, when's this coming through? I'm not getting paid enough at my job. I'm working for nothing. I'm overdoing it. Like, help me out. There's a reason this has to be to this point. You have to be so fucking sick of, like, everything has to just be putting pressure on you so it can, like, it's like, I'm seeing it all in your body, all in your essence, to where it gets like compressed into this little ball, and you're like, I have to let it out. You have to just get to that point. Everything has to be pushing on you from every single fucking angle, so you can finally Queen of Swords this shit and put an end to that with the world, and fucking just cut. Like, start swinging, baby. Like, you put me in a corner. You did this to me. It has to be that way. And in a weird fucking way, this is also, it's like there's so much shit happening for you. Like, you have to get to this point of just like so much pressure coming down on you. Like, your job is going rough. You don't get paid enough. You work too many fucking hours for them. You're always like, I deal with their little fucking bullshit games where they try to like put fear into me, like, oh, well, they're gonna x-ray that, just so you know, they're gonna UT that, you know, all this stuff. And I'm like, bitch, I know. I trust my will. Fuck off. Like, go away. Like, like they try to put fear on you, and you're like getting met with all this stuff. And then they play their little games where they sit on something and they're like, oh shit, that's, I told the customer I would get it done this. Or they're lying to you, which most of the time it is. And like, for me, I know for a fact the customer isn't expecting it to be done on a holiday week. But they're like, it needs to be done. That kind of bullshit. But so all of this stuff is like getting on you, to pressuring you, and like just putting you just like, and you're being patient, you know how to hold back and put a leash on yourself and just be like, I'm not gonna fucking give you my energy, fuck that. But it's still something putting pressure on you. You know, then your rent is expensive, or your mortgage is expensive, and you're not getting paid enough, and you're overworking, and then your neighbors are calling the cops on you for some weird bullshit. And you're like, well, how? Then the cops show up, and it's just annoying bullshit that you have to deal with. Like, you're getting all of this pressure put around you to where, like, so this storm builds up, and then it can just be discharged. But you have to, this is part of that, of like knowing when to use it. And I meant to say earlier, part of this is also really dope, because this is God's strategy. This is Holy Spirit's strategy, in a way for you to also release trauma that is pent up within you. Like, so anytime that you blow up and you go off on these people, and like you finally just like expose shit, like I'm not saying you have to get like yell at somebody. So like, only if you feel called to, and like you're doing it in what you feel is for your highest intent. But like, I'm not saying it has to come to like a point where you're like, fuck off, and you're fighting somebody. It could just be you like calmly and coldly exposing some bullshit. Or you catch somebody on camera, and then you finally like put this out there, like, oh, by the way, just thought I'd drop this by. Bye. Like, it could even just be like that. It doesn't have to be you like coming to, but it's to a point that you finally fucking do it. And in this, with you getting to this boiling point, all these other traumas that are pent up within you are getting shaken up too. And so when you finally discharge that, that's leaving with it. And you're getting some, not only are you doing your job, you're getting rewarded for it, and you are getting all this shaken up trauma shit that's coming out too. Then you get you get a new key as soon as you do that, after being strategic and like allowing this pressure to build up to the appropriate point and listening to your intuition, listening to your spirit guides whenever it's appropriate to do this. That's when you get the key, and then you're shown the door. Now's the time to open the door. Let's go. And that's when you get to move on to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next job. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. However that looks. That could be a relationship, moving your home, moving jobs, what the fuck ever it is for you. But with that woman holding a coin at the bottom of the deck, you're getting blessed as a motherfucker. I'm also seeing anxiety underneath that, and the thinking man underneath that. So right now there's this boiling point, and you're in this, like, you're feeling that restlessness, that anxiety, because you're feeling all of this fucking pressure. This is your opportunity to master this with that woman holding a coin and the thinking man, because the anxiety card was between it. It's an opportunity to use your head and your intellect and your ability to mold and use the 3D world to your benefit. And this is a way to blend different parts of yourself and become like an even better master at this. So, and this is you turning that anxiety and fear and restlessness or whatever into something fucking dope, baby. And like, she's holding that big ass coin, but he's also thinking and being like, how can I do this? How can I change? See how he's holding this crystal in his hand? How can I use this crystal and make it something so fucking precious and valuable? How can I do this? Like, it's turning that crystal into a fucking gold coin, whatever, like, however that, or vice versa, using both of those things. And we have 42, 18 to 46. So it might feel like you're taking a step back, and that's why you have that anxiety. But it's meant to like slingshot you to a higher level. And that you have to learn, in order to do this job correctly, how to alchemize those uncomfortable feelings. And that's like going back to that restlessness, letting it, and the pressure building up on you. You have to use that to blow finally and just be like, I'll shoot, bitch. You better, that type of thing. And with that star at the bottom of the deck and the Nine of Swords, same thing. That Nine of Swords is anxiety. So that's coming up again. If you're feeling that, this is part of your healing process. And not only are you doing your job and you're releasing trauma at the same time, it's like you're using your past and your wounding, and that's you alchemizing this to finally just do your job and exercise these demons. Damn, that's fucking dope. And then we have Door to Romance underneath that with 33. That's, the Ascended Masters. I'm getting also, some of you might be in a relationship or going to be, where it just feels super hard and you're both like dealing with a bunch of trauma when it comes to love and all of this shit. And once again, it's a door opening to a heart with a key. You're going to be given the key and they're going to be given the key. It's like you going through this maze and like learning how to alchemize energy and anxiety and fear and all of these traumas into something beautiful. And both of you are going to be doing that. Because you don't give up and you both have kind hearts and all of that. Obviously, I'm not encouraging staying in toxic relationships. Don't go back to your fucking toxic ex. I don't want him back. Then don't take him back. I'm not telling you. But that's you're gonna get like the fucking master key with this. But you have to use your traumas and all of this pressure energy building up on you, anxieties, all of that, and it's turning this energy into the ultimate weapon and exercising these demons, baby. And then you doing your job, then you get to move on to the next one. Fuck yeah. And just like that, we're done. I'm so sorry if that was super loud and you have earbuds on. My apologies. I was excited. All right. I love you so much, babes. Keep up the good work. Keep pushing. I'm sorry. you ended up doing this job, but you're super good at it. I love you, babes. Bye.